Hi everyone! Sandy is a fur mom to Essie and Aspen. Essie and Aspen are toy and mini Australian shepherds. Self described frisbee fanatics, hiking and travel adventurers.
They educate and entertain their pet audience by sharing their favorite products and dog friendly adventures.
Let's get started. This is Donnie, founder of Vital Pet Life.
And I'm Dr. Amber, your official veterinarian at Vital Pet Life.
We're here to talk about pets, pet nutrition, and wellness, anything that can help our fur children live a longer, vibrant, and happier lives.
All right.
Yeah. Welcome to Vital Pet Life Podcast.
Let's welcome Sandy.
Welcome to the Vital Pet
Hi,
Life
guys.
Podcast, Sandy.
Thank you for
Sandy.
having me.
We're so excited to chat with you today.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Yes. Well, would love for our listeners to get to know you and your dogs better. Can you share with us how both of your journeys began with your dogs?
Sure. Let's see. I think our love for dogs came when we originally rescued a little teacup chihuahua many years ago. Yes, it was a teacup chihuahua. She was 2.5, 3 pounds, and we rescued her when she was 2.5. Unfortunately, she had heart problems. We kept her on meds as long as we could, and she gave us a good 8 years of her life.
Oh, wow.
That's so amazing. 8.
And so we had just during that time we thought maybe she would like a little sister, so Essie came into the picture. And and Essie is a toy Australian Shepherd, and the reason why she came into the picture is because my daughter actually got an Australian Shepherd as a freshman at A&M, and we fell in love with her and fell in love with the breed actually,
Yeah.
and her of course, and so we just had to get another Australian Shepherd. And then after that, Essie was sad because her sister was gone, and so we had to get Aspen.
It's always about, they
Yeah,
need another companion.
that's right.
Yeah. Well, we noticed that you both love traveling with your dogs, sharing your adventures with your audience. Like, what do they love best about your travels? I mean, other than hiking that you mentioned and
Yes,
places.
I think they absolutely can recognize different scents and different smells.
Mhm.
So anytime we go anywhere, they love sniffing. I mean, they love it. It's like a kid in a candy store. I mean, they are all about sniffing.
Aw. I know here it's very specific. Like when we're in the park, you had to be on leash.
Yes.
Areas that you guys go to, are they off leash or do you them on leash?
Well, it depends on how trafficky the trails are, but there are a lot of BLMs and a lot of forests where we go where they're off leash. I mean, there's hardly anybody on the trails.
That's amazing.
So
Yeah, that's
and they
my
are
dream.
very good with recall commands.
That's cool.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great.
Mhm.
That's great. Yes, that's very
Yeah.
important. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So what's a typical day for both your pets family, you and your pets family?
Well, I think when I'm home, it can be quite warm here in Texas. So when we're home, we do a lot of frisbee outdoors. We live on some acreage out here, and so we do have a lot of space, and so I take them out at least 3 or 4 times a day
Amazing.
for frisbee.
Very lucky.
Yeah. And I have 5 grandkids, and so grandkids come over
Play with
at
them.
least 4 days a week. And Essie and Aspen love their little humans, so we have lots of tea parties, dress ups, and holidays are quite the events around my house.
Aw.
Sandy, your dogs are Australian Shepherds, which are working dogs and highly intelligent. So, how do you keep Essie and Aspen entertained? I'm sure our listeners would love to know because they are so intelligent and high energy dogs. So, how do you keep them busy and entertained?
Yeah.
Well, I will tell you that when we wake up at 6:30, 7 o'clock, both Essie and Aspen are ready to play. I mean, I can't even sit down and drink my coffee. They are ready to play. So I have at least 15 different toys throughout I'm
Can you
not kidding.
share? Because I think I
I'm
need.
not kidding. I'm not kidding. I have a tub full, I mean, like the large Costco tub
Oh my
full
God,
of
with balls?
toys.
Oh my
Yes,
Wow.
God.
yes, toys, because they love their toys. They love tug of war. They love for me to throw it over the couch and into the hallway. I mean, they will run and fetch and run and fetch. They play with each other. And then what I do is, I after a month or so, I grab all those toys, throw them in the washing machine, and then grab another 15 toys out of my out of my tub that I have, and I throw them out. And I think they know that they're old, but they get so excited that they're getting a new fresh batch of toys.
Oh
Yeah,
my
So I
God.
that
that's
is
just
great.
one. Yep.
Yeah.
And then so they keep themselves entertained with that, and with me, of course. And then of course I have puzzles, I have enrichment games, puzzles type things, um, that I use. And then of course we run outside, and we go outside and just run and frisbee. And I have to get them out at least 3 times a day, at
Yeah.
least 3 times
Because
a day.
they're high energy dogs. Like,
Very, very. And if I don't wear them out, they will be they at night. It is just a nonstop of needing to have that energy release. And
What did they
so that
do?
they bother us. They nag. I mean, in the evening time, that's like my husband and I's time to kind of just watch
Chill,
TV, or
relax.
yeah, Netflix binge or something, Yellowstone. But we can't even do that, because if I don't wear them out throughout the day, they bring up those toys to us. They want us to play tug of war. They're growling, they're barking,
Oh my God.
they want us to throw balls and toys. Yeah. So they have to release that energy.
Oh
So I
my
do my
God.
best to do it during the day, while my husband's working on the bus, or you know working on somebody else's bus or something. So,
Wow.
but that's when we're at home. When we're on the road, they're beat, because
Yeah.
we're doing
A
some type
lot.
of hiking or playing on the beach or something. So by the time the evening comes, they're pretty much pooped.
That's good.
Yeah.
So we know you're very discerning about what products and supplements you give your dogs. And do you have a favorite go-to product for your puppies?
I see a lot of fish oils now just advertising as just omega. Just omega. Yeah. I'm like, what is this? That's kind of scary. I did start with Vital Pet Life about, um, let's see, about 4 years ago. And I have not ever had any other, or have given Essie or Aspen any other salmon oil. Ever.
Aw, nice.
Ever. So I've actually stayed very loyal and true to your company,
Aw.
because I have seen both of the dogs thrive on the salmon oil. The reason why I got it in the first place is because Aspen, when she was about 4 months old, would cry out, and kind of, when she was playing as a pup, would kind of fall over.
Oh,
And she's a mini, so she's not a toy, she's a mini, so she's bigger. And we didn't know what was wrong with her, and then all of a sudden she did the same thing, and then could not walk.
oh,
So she was completely paralyzed and
wow.
crying.
Mm.
So come to find out, she had AA, luxation. So she had to get immediate surgery to fuse her neck at the axial, right? Isn't
Wow,
that, am I
that
saying that
is,
right?
yeah, the
Okay. Atlanteal
Atlanto
axle,
axial
yep,
joint. Yeah, that is
luxation,
super
Wow.
right,
rare. I've never even seen that in my career. That is crazy.
right. It is very rare.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so our our vet, the surgeon, there's only, and Houston used to be, I think it's the fourth largest city now, but and we do have a great vet school near us, A&M.
Mm-hmm.
And so, including A&M, which is 2 hours from me, there are only three other vets that operate, that do that type of
Wow.
surgical procedure.
Wow.
because it's not just an orthopedic surgeon, right?
I
So
know.
it's one that specializes in being able to do that. So so it was either to put her down or,
Do it.
to take the risk. And
Mm-hmm.
I did not have pet insurance. And
Mm,
that's one thing that I always tell, um,
your group.
my audience is, get insurance, because you never know what catastrophic,
That's
event
true.
might happen.
Yeah.
So, make a long story short, she had the surgery and she had to stay kenneled, strict kennel rest for about 3 months
Mm.
after that. Yeah. So she had atrophy, and her knees were locking. And
Mm-hmm.
I said, I've got to do something. I've got to help her. And so, just did lots of research. And I think it was Michelle that I may have asked
Mm.
about whether or not she would recommend, or what salmon oil she would recommend. And she
Mm-hmm.
actually recommended you.
Oh, nice.
So that's when I got in touch with Kyle, and it, you know, that's where it started.
Yeah.
And and Aspen is great. She has been diagnosed even when she was a puppy with patella
Mm-hmm.
luxation, and she's never locked up. She's never had limping problems. She's never, and she is so incredibly soft.
Wow.
Mm.
And I believe it's because I started her on salmon oil when she was
Mm.
about 6 months
Yeah.
and have never stopped.
Like if you can just have one good ingredient, that will last you. Like, and that's the reason why I decided on salmon oil.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love it. We love it. They love it. Yeah, I will tell you that I've never used any other salmon oil other than Vital Pet Life, and that's the
Uh-uh.
honest to God truth. I'm not. So that I will tell you in all sincerity that that is my go-to product. I believe in it. I've seen the results in it. My dogs thrive on it. Never used any other fish oil, omega, nothing from any other brand. And so if you're asking my favorite go-to product, it's going to be salmon oil from Vital Pet Life. It's
Aw.
yeah, it's I have to have a joint supplement as well, but I do like a joint supplement with the green lip, what is
Muscle.
it? Muscle. Yeah,
Muscles.
Mm-hmm.
I try to find that, and I've got to have that. Those are my two. Well, I've got to have a probiotic.
Oh, we're coming out with
I've
probiotic.
got to have a probiotic. I've got to have a
Yeah.
probiotic.
Mobility
Yeah.
Yeah.
powder's coming back, and we're coming out with the
Yeah.
probiotics.
So
Yeah.
those are my three must-haves.
Nice.
I feel
Anything other
like,
than that,
yeah, as I said, like as we mentioned before, everything that we put out is really intentional, and as much as we can, like we really try not to saturate with products that is not even needed.
right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Keep it simple.
Yeah, and as long as like premium ingredients, and that's what we're striving for here in Vital Pet Life. So yeah, I feel like you don't need I mean, it's too much already to remember all those stuff. Like
Yes.
what does he need again? Did I give it to him? Like, that's where I'm at with Tuxedo and our puppy. But yeah, just keeping it simple. And I mean, I feel like going back to nature too. Like I love
Yes.
working with, how do you call that, like pure and clean
Yes.
ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yes. Absolutely.
and we
Yeah.
don't like fillers.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for someone who may be considering adopting a pet? What should they ask themselves when deciding if they're ready to bring a fur baby into their family?
My advice would be to research the breed. Definitely research the breed. Now, I know there's a lot of mixed breeds if you're going to, particularly to a shelter. Um, but if you're looking for a particular breed, please, please, please research the breed.
Yeah.
Please, 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 please. That would be my advice to them, and to just know that they are very costly,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Yes.
and that it's a child. It's like it's one of your babies, and they're going to be around for 15, 16, maybe
Years,
20
yeah.
years.
Yeah, 20 years.
So
That's
it's going to be a life, a commitment, a life commitment to them.
You know what's so funny? When I went to the shelter today, the vet was saying like it's interesting. People think that there's a lot of pit bull, but it really also like media and what people sees on TV. Like when Game of Thrones was out, a lot of people wanted huskies, and now there's so many labradoodles.
Oh,
Oh, oh my
yeah.
God, Essie.
Let's see.
Oh my goodness. I
Yeah.
think this is a
Yeah.
last question. What's the most rewarding part of being a pet parent? I
Yes.
think this is it.
Yeah.
That one, the
Yeah. Yeah.
kisses.
You always come home to a smile. You always come home to them always wanting to love on you and missing you. I mean, it's just
I
they give
know.
you all their love, and
I
all they want
know.
is just love back. It's just so rewarding.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, I love that.
Dr. Amber, what's your takeaways?
Well, I am in full agreement with Sandy to research the breed. Because can you imagine, Sandy, if you guys weren't as active as you are and you
Yeah.
got, 2 Australian Shepherds, and then you were like, oh my gosh, these dogs have so much energy. So it's really important to pick a breed that's going to go along with your family's lifestyle and your activity level and all of that.
Yeah.
Also, my main takeaway is pretty much commitment. Like, other than just researching the breed, like knowing the commitment that we give them. Like, I'm amazed by the commitment of Sandy towards Aspen. Like, oh my God, like a lot of
Oh,
people will just like pretty much
yeah.
give up, especially
Yeah.
in those situations. But I mean, I'll do the same. Like, I am doing everything I can to keep Tuxedo and our new puppy Jean Martin healthy. And yeah, look at the face of it.
I know.
I'm
She
distracted,
hears
but
something. I don't know what it is. Always on alert.
yeah, but
Mhm.
that's amazing. And I hope that, our listeners can learn from you guys and even from us, like as pet owners. There's a lot of commitment
Yes.
before getting, we see all these animals like they're so cute, like we wanted to have one, but again, commitment, know the breed. If you have time to, like, I tell all my friends that I know that can't give time, like, no, don't
Yeah.
adopt.
Don't do it.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, don't do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Sandy? What's your takeaway for this conversation? Other than knowing what we're doing for our products.
Well, it was nice to know that. It was nice to hear that collagen should be given and that new research is coming out. I didn't know about the new research, but I thought to myself, collagen is probably important.
It
So I need to
does.
find, a good supplement that has, I guess, the good quality collagen
Yeah,
for both, since they're so active and do a lot of jumping and
Yeah.
I think it's important. So that's my takeaway is I need to get on that.
exactly. Thank you once again to Sandy for joining us today and sharing their stories with our listeners. How can they follow you, Sandy? How can they join your Facebook group?
The Facebook group is Aussie Central, and the my Instagram is just Essie.Aspen.
Thank
And
you.
we share, one of my main goals in traveling with them is to find pet friendly places. A lot of times we can't find where to go and where is a pet friendly. Is this pet friendly or is this park pet friendly? So I know when I'm in Michigan, I love to share specific beaches and areas that we can take our pets and that where pets are actually welcomed, because there are a lot of beaches where they do not allow pets,
Yeah,
and parks and
parks.
just open areas or BLMs, or in Michigan they're called preserves. I know,
Yeah,
so I really like to, let our audience know where they could go with their pets. And so I definitely try to share that. And then I do share my favorite products on Instagram. And I know a lot of influencers will influence just because of the product and maybe
mm-hmm.
because they're getting it for free, but I don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
If there's a product that I don't believe in, or that I receive and my dogs don't take well to it, I will not post it. I will not promote it. I will not post it. The only products that I promote or share are actual products that our dogs use, and so my audience can feel confident in all of the products that I share because we use them.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not that way.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
But we're trying to.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but you're leading the way. Like, people will just follow, and the right people will listen and, go through. And that's the reason why they're in your Facebook group and following you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it for today's episode. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to follow our channel for more episodes about pets, tips, and latest news and advice from Dr. Amber.
Happiness, vibrance, and longevity for our pets and our planet.
This is Donnie, founder of Vital Pet Life.
And this is Dr. Amber, your official veterinarian at Vital Pet Life. Cheers to every pet parent. Until next time.